All right, YouTubers, a couple of years ago I did a video on this Honda inverter EU2200i that a lot of us Casita folks use, and I showed you a couple of videos. Actually, we did a service video on servicing the carburetor and changing the engine oil, and I also did a video about attaching your Honda on top of a Stromberg Carlson tray on your Casita like I have here. And today I thought I would capture another video because I'm doing a full service. We're getting ready to hit the road again, but in case you need to remove your covers, and you don't have to, but I'm just going to show you this since I'm in there doing some other work. Let's look at first at the spark plug location up here. You can access that from a top panel, so you don't have to remove this at all. You can, flip that panel there and access your spark plug. But if for some reason you were to want to remove the covers, it's simply a hardware. They're all Phillips screws. There's one there, you can see, one on the back side, and the same on the other, and that'll remove these black covers. Now the one on the front, when you pull it out, it's going to have a lot of your wiring and all connected, so you want to be easy with it. The other one just comes off and looks like this. It's just a platform, basically. It's on the back side. Of course, this is the front side where you check your engine oil. Your carburetor's behind here with the breather filter. Here's your carburetor here, I'm sorry, right here on this side. The filter here. And like I said, I have an earlier video of servicing the carb, changing the oil. But today I had to get in because I wanted to check a couple of things on the internal side of it, and I couldn't do it without removing the covers. Look, for example, at the feet here. These little clips have a tendency to pop out sometimes. In order to reseat them, you have to open the cover to reach all of them. There's one on for each one. Each foot has a clip-in piece. And over on the front side too, you probably can't see it. There's one sitting in there, and then there's one locked over here. So I opened it up primarily so I could see that. But notice that to remove the red panel here, you'll have two Phillips screws at top, but you'll also have a couple of screws here at the bottom, and I wanted to show you them. They're a lot longer. They're 10 millimeters, but you can see they're a lot longer. And they recess in. They have a recess point on each side because this bolt actually goes all the way through. So you'll have to use a Phillips screwdriver up top, but then when you get down here at the bottom, you'll just want a long extension, something like this with a 10 millimeter. It'll help you take that cover off. Another reason to get in here too, as you can see, you always got critters that move inside. So if you want to get in and clean it out, sometimes you got to get those covers off. So I'm going to do a complete service, and I won't capture the service on video since I've done it previously, but do make sure you pay attention that when you do take it off, that you don't lose any fittings or pieces that you'll need to put it back together. I'm going to reassemble this, but and if you wanted to remove the front cover now, you can see since I pulled those long bolts off on this side now, this is ready to lift off. You do have a Phillips screw here though, holding this in place. And you have your knob here inset that has a Phillips head, but I needed primarily to get in on the back side, so thought I'd capture a video of that in case you need to do the service. So I'm going to reassemble this now because I've reset the feet. I'm going to clean it out, check it over good, go ahead and close it back up. But there's your video. Again, this is on the Honda inverter EU2200i, very popular, that most of us that have Casitas carry one of these with us. All right, thanks for watching. All right, and just to recap, on this side here, there are two Phillips here and two at the bottom, and that'll take this off on the muffler side. That's just a cover. These little bottom pieces will actually snap out and they snap back in, but they do have a little tab that's inset on each side, and when you screw the bolts in, it tightens down onto that. This is the service panel, and the service panel is just a Phillips screw at the top here that removes that service panel so you can get in there and change oil. If you decide you're gonna do the plug, the spark plug, but it has an access panel here that you can take off. Now to remove this front panel here, there is a Phillips on this side and a Phillips on this side. If you take those out, this piece will come out. You don't have to remove these inset and all, but this piece then will fall down if you're wearing. If you decide you're gonna remove this back panel here, there is a Phillips here, Phillips here. When you remove this bottom clip panel here, there'll be two 10mm inset, and those go all the way through. They feed from this side all the way over into this side behind this panel. So that's all it is to opening that up if you need to get inside for any reason. All right, hopefully this is helpful.